And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
Come on, Dana. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live. Good to see you guys out there. I see Morkatna, Darren, Marchant, Asif is in the house, Eddie F, Moji, what's up, Mo? Spencer, Carter's in there, of course, Senior. Being as eloquent as ever. I understand how you feel, though. D-Shot, what's up? What's up? Gilbert Gamboa. Ayuk, Ujane. Haven't seen you in the chat before, but welcome. Who else we got out there? Jimmy's out there, of course. Again, welcome, guys. What a tough. What's up, Anonymous? Who's yeah, had to cut off the whiskers today. A little bit younger now. Oh my God. Another day, another extra inning loss. Man, that was tough. All right, real quick, right off the rip, guys. Can someone tell me what was interference with Fitzgerald bunting? Did I miss something? Guys? I don't know what it was. I saw he laid down the bunt. It wasn't a very good bunt. Diarno was able to get on it, jump on it, and throw it to third. What was it? What did he do? Did he not break out of the box in time? Did it hit him? What did he do? What's up, Instant? What am I missing? I know, but what was the interference? I was listening to the Atlanta Braves broadcast, and they can't understand what it was because he didn't hit the ball. He didn't hit the catcher. Was it because he didn't break out of the box? The bat hit his glove? Oh, I must have missed that. They didn't show that. Maybe they showed that on the San Francisco broadcast, but on the Atlanta broadcast, they didn't show anything about that. They were confused. They didn't understand what was going on. I mean, it didn't really make a difference, to be honest with you. But pitch should have been swinging backside. If it goes through, you're good. But at the minimum, it gets him to third. The bat didn't hit the glove. I don't know what's going on. Could someone explain to me what the hell happened with that, please? Bunting with the only good hitter is classic Melvin. I think I understand why they're bunting if for the simple fact that Fitzgerald probably could have beat it out. If the bat hit the glove, it is interference on the catcher. Correct. That's correct. If the bat hits the glove, it's interference on the catcher. Did he not break out of the box in time? Did he sit there too long? I don't know, man. So someone please explain to me what it was. What was the interference? Please, someone tell me what was the interference. What's up, Rob? I have no idea what the interference was. What's up, Grand Admiral? Glenn will be with us shortly. He is walking back from the park as we speak. He was texting me saying, hey, guys, I got to stay in for the long haul. I got to stay in here with the long haul for the simple fact it was going extra innings. I can understand. Bigger question, why bunt with Fitzgerald? Yeah, okay. I can understand that. That makes sense. That makes sense. Maybe because they just wanted to get that guy. Fitzgerald can lay down some good bunts, and he's got speed. He probably could outrun it. Possibly. Depending on how good he lets it out. What's up, Heroku? Who got their playoff tickets? Hey, we said, look, the only thing I said, it's baseball, anything can happen, but it didn't look like that was going to happen. You know, the cards were stacked against them. Oh, I know. Yeah, that was tough. Here, I'm not going to bring up the box score yet. Ooh, okay, guys. That's a number we need to. What's up, Fiona? Is the season over yet? Oh, it's getting close, man. It is getting close. 100% it is getting close. All right, guys. Where was the team today with hits in runners in scoring position? Take a guess. Take a guess. Don't cheat, damn it. I already cheated, but how many hits did the Giants have today with runners in scoring position? How about that? That's probably better. And then I'll tell you how many were in scoring position. Yes, D-Shot, you are correct. The Giants had no hits with 10 runners in scoring position. That's bad, guys. That's horrible, man. That's not getting it done. We've talked about this ad nauseum about this club where they got a hit with runners in scoring position. I mean, Fitzgerald's home run today. I think I saw it on the Braves broadcast. That was the first home run and 194 at bats for the Giants. So in the last 5 games, that was their first home run. And as Anonymous states, they are now 5 back in the loss column with 40 games left to go. It's looking pretty bleak, guys. It's looking pretty bleak. The best the Giants can do out of this series now is a split. That's going to be tough. Max Fried's a tough pitcher on that last game, so we'll see how that pans out. They got some guy named Cole Holmes. I think, is it Holmes that's going tomorrow for Atlanta? I don't know who he is, but you got Robbie Ray going out. We'll see how Robbie Ray does. But, yeah, the best you're going to do is split. It's not getting it done, guys, especially with the team that's ahead of you. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there's a few teams that lost that were ahead of the Giants as well. So the Giants weren't able to close that gap. Tommy Coates, it's always been bleak, though. You're not lying, Tommy. You're not lying. The Braves are slipping and sliding before this, and now they look just fine. I don't know if they look just fine. They're starting to hit just a little bit. Remember, they only scored 4 runs in today's game. Only 4 runs. How about Soler, huh? Soler looked pretty good. How about that? All right, what do we got out here? The last 7 games at home, we've scored 16 runs. Greg, that's not good. Yeah, I hear you, Dreg. It's all good. Whatever, man. Speaks more about him than us. That's all I have to say. Rick, what's up, Rick? Good to see you. He says, sacrifice bunt doesn't impede the catcher from retrieving the ball. Fitzgerald ran to first base. Yeah, you tell me, man. I don't know what the hell the interference was, man. I'm waiting for someone to tell me what exactly was the interference. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Original Cap, who won? Take a guess. Take a guess. Original Crap. Take a guess. Tommy. So Bowmel had Fitz bunting to 10th, I heard. Why? Yeah, he did. He had him bunt. He did have him bunt. The best hitter. Yes, Jim. 245 and counting. Appreciate that, Jim. Thanks. You've been a loyal supporter from the very get-go. Appreciate that, man. What's up, Ibrahim? If Fitz didn't do it on his own, Melvin is a moron. Last night, don't bunt with your worst hitters. Then tonight, with your best hitter, the past month, you lay a sacrifice. Good point there, Ibrahim. I cannot argue that. That is true. Conforto hit into that double play was disgusting. Gonzo, you're 100% correct in that 9th inning. Oh, my gosh, man. You had it set up, guys. Right? The Giants had it set up, and they just couldn't get it done. Hell, man, they freaking Ramos hit that triple, and they couldn't get him home. Again, 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Ugh. I don't know, man. Let's hear it, guys. Let me hear what you guys have to say. I know there's I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of venting tonight. I get it. I understand it. But this is what we get, man. This is what we get. How about Harrison, guys? What'd you guys think of Harrison? I was concerned about his command. I mean, it is what it is. How many walks did he have? 2 walks, 6 strikeouts in 5 innings. That's okay, but he gave up 2 home runs. If you remember right, when Harrison began the season, his biggest thing was giving up home runs. Now he's going back to giving up home runs. That you can't do that. You cannot be giving up home runs, especially when your team isn't scoring runs. That run has to score down by run. The bunt was the right call. I understand the bunt. I mean, if you think about it, if you want anyone to bunt, Fitzgerald can lay down a pretty damn good bunt. There's not very many guys on the team that can lay down a bunt. What is it? I think Bailey, Yaz, and Fitzgerald, they're all pretty good at laying down bunts. So I wasn't all that terrible on it. The thing I don't understand is the whole interference call. I don't get that. Yes, that is correct, Gonzo. The Mets and the Cards both lost today, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to look at the out-of-town scoreboard here in a little bit. But, can't take advantage. This is what we're saying. The Giants got to do their business. The other teams, you can't control what the other teams do, but Giants MLs have been costing to the shit Braves. Giants on the ban list now. Gravy, trying to understand what you're trying to say, man. I cannot comprehend. I'm just so beyond bitter right now, says Ibrahim. Not much to say. Disappointing, says Gilbert Gamboa. It's tough, man. Yes, D-shot. Harry loves to get up dingers. He started to get it together as far as not giving up the home run. But today's game, Senior says, hey, I'm not totally opposed to the bunt with Fitz. Back control, he could go backside, and if he gets through, even better. Yeah, true. That is true. Mike S., what's up, man? Good to see you. Hey, did you see the new top 100 list? Eldridge is number 1 in the San Francisco farm right now. Number 54 in the MLB. Interesting. Moving up. That's good. That's good for the club. That is good for the club. Giants was killing a few weeks ago, but once I put money on them, they forgot to play baseball. Gravy, that kind of happens sometimes, right? 2 RBIs in this series, Greg says. Yeah, it's not really getting it done. Tibbs is number 99. That's interesting. So Tibbs is number 99, and now Eldridge, number 1 in the organization, and number 54. Interesting. Gonna have to keep an eye on that kid, aren't we? I know he's been doing well. He did great in San Jose, and I think he's been tearing it up in High A and Eugene as well. So that's great to see. Giants need those kind of guys. Wisely Schmidt aren't it. Ooh. That might be something we could talk about again tonight, too. Look, Schmidt's bat needs work. His glove is fantastic. Look, that diving play he did to that was going to be tough. That was going to be tough. I'm not putting that one on Schmidt. Again, I will criticize his bat. His bat hasn't been the greatest. But in the field, he's been great. You can't argue with that. Wisely, he was good for a while. Now he's kind of... He has his moments occasionally, right? He has his moments. But is he a guy of the future? I don't know. Yeah, his bat sucks. Once Tyro, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw something from Alex Pavlovich yesterday. I think Tyro is getting ready to start a rehab in Sacramento. So we'll be seeing him come back soon. Heckmo says, end the ghost runners in extras. 100%, Heckmo. Tired of seeing that stupid ghost runner shit. I just hate it. I hate it. Yes, Senior, if they were tied, then fine. Down 1, you got to score that run. Yeah, because if you don't score the run, yeah, game's over. Spotsy, season's over, guys. What's up, Bogzer? What is happening? A lot of people kind of pissed off, Bogzer, as you can probably guess why. End the Ghost Runner at second and put them at first. How about you just not even have them? Just get rid of this stupid Ghost Runner. Just get rid of it, man. Come on. But yeah, the players agreed to it. I think that was a players' union thing, wasn't it? That they wanted a Ghost Runner. At least adjust it. Do it after the 12th inning. If you can't score a run in the first 3 innings of the damn extra innings, then put the Ghost Runner after the 12th inning. How about that? Ooh, here we go. Michael Roeder, what's up, man? Let's talk about Melvin not using small ball. Chapman at first with no outs, and he doesn't bunt Yaz. Melvin is not a good fit. Yeah, the Giants haven't been using small ball for quite a while. I don't know what to say to that. Did Melvin not play small ball when he was in San Diego? Did Bob Melvin not play small ball when he was with Oakland? No, Rick, man, it's okay to be a broken record because I agree with you. Nothing will change until Farhan is gone. He's got to go. He's got to go, man. Rick, I am 100% in agreement with you. I've been saying that for a very long time. Yes, Kid Trickster, tough game. Tough game. If they wanted to try to make any kind of a run, they needed to win today. Now you're just hoping for a split. What happened in the 6th, by the way? Trying to remember what happened in the 6th. I'm not a big fan of Melvin's coaching skills, but I don't know who would be a better choice unless Posey or Clark want to coach. Ooh. But here's I'm asking a question. How come we look when the hire of Bob Melvin came across the wire? It seemed a lot of people were pretty excited about having Bob Melvin as the skipper compared to what we had previously in Kapler. So I don't understand. Were you? Let me ask you guys this: were you guys opposed to Bob Melvin being hired as the manager? Because it seemed like a lot of people seem to be happy about Bob Melvin being the manager. Now that I see a lot of people talking about, maybe he's not a great manager. Yeah, Glenn's coming. Crap. He's coming. I don't know. No bunting, no stealing, money. Yes, D-Shot. That is correct. The analytics, the extreme analytics, they don't like people stealing and they don't like people bunting. Quote unquote, they don't like giving away outs. I think that is the premise. They don't like to give away outs. What I mean by they, I'm talking about the extreme analytic guys. That's because anyone was an upgrade over Kapler. Michael, you're onto something. That is true. Gilbert says, I never liked the move. For me, it always seemed like a Farhan safety move. I would agree with that, Gilbert. To me, that does make sense. Hope says in the decades Melvin has been managing, he has never led a World Series team. That is true. But back to what Gilbert said as well about the safety move. I think that was probably the safest move that Farhan could have made, considering he had to let go his favorite guy in Kapler. That's the problem, though. And this is something that I talked about during the whole offseason, was when they got rid of Kapler, they had to get rid of both Kapler and Farhan if you wanted to see any type of change, right? Because if you're going to sit there and give Farhan an extension, what makes you think that he has any fear of losing a job? So if he's going to go out there and hire a manager, he's going to hire someone that's going to do his bidding, per se. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I to be honest with you, what type of would have Farhan gone out there and got a different manager other than Bob Melvin? Man, I don't know. I don't know if he would. All right. Someone's in the green room. I see him. He's waiting. He's toweling down. took a nice little jog from Oracle Park, pumped up from that extra inning games, probably ready to vomit all over the screen. The Guardians coach would have been, you know what, but here's the problem. What's up, Glenn? Let me answer Mike's question real quick. Only problem is with Stephen Vogt, he's not a Farhan guy. He's not going to do the bidding of Farhan. So that would have never happened.
Can you hear me okay, Eric?
Yeah, you sound loud and clear, Glenn. I haven't even gotten...
I'm on a different microphone. I'm on a different microphone tonight. I'm just I'm all disheveled just like last night. Oh, Eric, I didn't know whether to walk this way or go down toward Chase Center and throw myself off the bridge.
It's a tough loss, huh? Tough loss.
Again, I'm in the precarious situation of jumping in. I'm not sure how long you've been on.
Only 21 minutes. That's it.
Okay, and that 21 minutes.
I have not.
I'm not sure what you covered. Do you want my quick synopsis? I'm probably going to talk about just a few things you probably covered.
What I want to know, real quick, we kind of went on this in the very beginning. What the hell was the interference in the interference call in that 10th inning? What was the interference?
What I'm hearing is they laid down a bunt, right?
Right.
He had stepped outside the batter's box, and he was called out for that.
It's because of where he stepped?
Yeah. How was the ball? So he bunted the ball.
Right, but he stayed in the way, I guess.
But no, when he stepped out, the ball hit him.
The ball didn't hit him. The ball did not hit him.
That's what they said at the ballpark.
And that's a bunch of bullshit because we watched so many replays. I was watching the Atlanta broadcast, and you watched all the different angles, and they're like, the ball didn't hit him. Nothing happened. There was no interference. So
then he must have bunted outside the box, period.
I don't know. He bunted while out of the box.
I think I've got it. I think I've got it. Michael Roeder?
Yep.
Michael Roeder-Tiller. Right, I got it.
Yes.
It's only taken me a couple of weeks. Michael Roeder. He comes in he bunted while outside the box. So that I believe that could have happened.
Then maybe that's
anyway.
What it was.
Like I say, I don't know what you covered in the first 23 minutes of this show, Eric, but I know Fitzgerald's got speed, but he's also a great hitter, one of our best on the team right now.
Correct.
And he's got power.
He does.
There's many ways he could have gotten the runner over, base hit, deep fly ball. I question the bunt in the first place.
There's a few people that have.
Number two.
Okay, go ahead. Go.
I'm not finished, Eric. Hold on.
Go, Glenn. You do
Number two. Then just when I said, all right, ducks on the pond, Conforto will lay down one. They don't lay one down. I was caught off a little. I thought that was a gimme. I said, they're going to move the runners over.
You talking about the double play, right? In the ninth?
Nope. So they got me there. What else did I not like in this game?
Harrison.
I didn't like the kids sitting behind me kicking my chair. That was something else I didn't like, but unrelated.
How about Harrison?
I'm just sort of at a loss tonight, Eric. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. It all came down to bunting. Not bunting when you should have, and then bunting when I thought you shouldn't have.
Okay.
And I'm not a fan of Schmidt and Wisely. That's it. I'm out. I'm done. Oh, frustrating night again to be a Giants fan, especially when you paid your $28.50 to go to a game and you just leave with more questions than answers.
I can imagine. What was
now?
The
Tell me
like?
What you covered in the first umpteen minutes of the show.
All right,
I settle in here.
We talked a lot about the interference, and now we understand he bunted while outside the batter's box. Got it. So interference. We were getting into Bob Melvin on his managerial decisions. Talking a little bit about Farhan, of course. And that's pretty much about it. I haven't even gotten into the box score or anything. Oh, and I also talked a little bit about hits with runners in scoring position. Big giant goose egg today there, Glenn. What do you think
What's
about that?
Oh, the runners. Oh, what was it, about 9
Oh,
or
for 10.
10 or 11? Well, there you go. I
for
wasn't
10.
I wasn't keeping a scorecard, but it had to be close. Whew, to double digits tonight. Frustrating night at the ballpark, Eric. It was almost like at the end, if Melvin was calling these shots, it was like he was playing for a tie and not a win.
Okay.
I didn't understand.
Now, one thing I will say about the bottom of the 10th, where there's no outs, got to run on second. Fitzgerald's got some elite speed. So I'm not totally opposed to the bunt per se, because he could have because remember, you're down by 1. And if you don't get that guy to score, the game's over. So you got to figure out a way to manufacture a run. So I wasn't too opposed to it, but yes, I understand that Fitzgerald is your best hitter. So I could have gone either way with that, to be honest with you, whether he wanted a bunt or swing away.
I don't trust Schmidt at the plate. I don't trust him on the bases. I don't trust him anywhere in the lineup, Eric.
Darren says Helen Keller could have hit 0 for 10. That's pretty bad.
Eric, we don't play timely baseball whatsoever.
Yeah, the small ball is not there. Situational hitting is not there.
I've been saying that since we launched this little channel called Giant Sports Talk Live. A ballpark this size area, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I one of the few guys that's like, what about small ball? What about 70s and 80s baseball when you got to have speed and you got to manufacture runs? And I just don't get Eric, do you think our manager is too outdated for the game of baseball in 2024? Should we have gone with a young manager like they did in Cleveland, like they've done in other cities?
Nope.
Oh, you're blaming upstairs, huh? You're going upstairs again.
100%, man. That's what it is, dude. That's what it is. That's his philosophy. That's his philosophy.
At least you got some good pickups to talk about later in the show, Eric.
Hey, at least we got that to talk about. That's the problem. That is the problem. It didn't matter what manager you hired because Farhan was still around, and Farhan is going to do Farhan things. That's why I'm so critical of that guy. That's the reason why. The reason why you don't see situational hitting, the reason why you don't see playing to the ballpark is because all they care is about the 3 true outcomes. They want the walk, they want the strikeout, and they want the freaking home run. That's what they want. And that, to me, is not winning baseball. That, to me, maybe it works somewhere else. Maybe if you have the right lineup, it works. But for the San Francisco Giants in this ballpark, you're not playing baseball that is conducive to your ballpark. So,
True.
Whatever.
That's what I've been saying all along, Eric.
Yes.
You bring in the 1982 Montreal Expos in 2024 and play in that stadium. Oh, my God.
How about the 85 Cardinals?
Circling the bases.
The Cardinals, same thing. I mean, goodness gracious, man.
That was the era of baseball when your leadoff hitter had to be a speed demon.
A speed guy. Yep.
And it's gone, Eric. I mean, when you see Soler batting leadoff for our club, and then the look on your face, I can remember last week when I said, guess where he's batting in Atlanta? And you're like, 8th? 9th. I go, you're batting leadoff. And you're like,
he's doing good.
They all know something we don't.
I mean, the guy although, right? He had a walk, had a double. I mean, and he advanced that runner over.
I don't know if you could see it on television, Eric. From up in the seats, and again, I got my binoculars. I'm zooming in, mostly on the good-looking girls in Section 200. But what I'm doing is I'm looking out in the outfield, and he looks happy out there in Atlanta now. He's playing every day. He's playing in the outfield. The guy looks like he's got, pep in his step. And here we are, Eric, with just, I don't know, it's like boring baseball.
This is it, Rick. Talks about I haven't seen him in a chat before, but I've read a couple of chats already. Welcome, Rick. Just remember that Farhan philosophy never emphasized basic fundamental baseball. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, here, let's get into this already, huh? How about that? Been waiting for you, so let's get into this.
Oh, is it that time?
Yeah, you're going to love this.
And now,
love this.
Today's Giants in Review on Giant Sports Talk Live.
All right, here we go, guys. I got it up here. As you know, the final was the Atlanta Braves 4, the San Francisco Giants 3 in extra innings. Giants couldn't get it done. Winning pitcher is pitcher is Rodriguez, and the save again is Iglesias. That guy's nasty, isn't he? Pitched 20-something innings yesterday, comes in today and gets the save. All right, here we go. Box score. Fitzgerald, 1 for 5. Wade, 1 for 5. Ramos had 2 hits, a triple and a single. And by the way, Fitzgerald, that 1 hit was a home run, which was nice to see. Conforto, 0-4. He's starting to... Remember how I said I thought he was starting to break out of it? Well, the last couple of games, not so much. Chapman, 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Yastrzemski, 1 for 4. Bailey got a hit. So he's won for like 256 or something like that. No, I'm exaggerating.
Not by much.
Your boy Encarnacion was 0-4. Wisely, 0-4. Schmidt, 0-4. Then again, it was 1 at bat. It is what it is.
Yeah, those hits. 7 hits. 7 hits all scattered, in my opinion, Eric.
There you go. 7 hits, 10 strikeouts. More double-digit in the strikeouts. Striking out a lot, the Giants.
What's Schmidt hitting now? I think he's actually at around 165. There he is.
He's going to be gone once Tyro comes back, he'll be gone. Now, is Tyro going to... Tyro. He's on a rehab assignment right now, by the way.
Is he? You found him.
I found him.
Listen, can you get in touch with him for me? Can you reach out to Tyro and ask him when you're down there? Ask around, see if you got Tom Wilson's number. I haven't been able to find him.
Tom Murphy.
Tom Murphy, I meant.
It doesn't matter who his name is, right? Okay.
Tom Murphy.
Harrison, 5 innings today.
I'm starting to think, Eric, that Tom Murphy could muster up a few more hits.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see.
Tom Murphy. Good grief.
There you go. Okay, there we go. Anonymous, I see what you're saying. Let me mark that. I'm coming back to it. Hold on. Let me finish this. Harrison goes 5 innings, gives up 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. You know, the strikeouts are okay, but he gave up 2 long balls. Again, remember I said that yesterday. I don't know what to expect from Harrison. If he doesn't have that command, he's going to have some issues. And the long ball killed him today. That wasn't good. But the bullpen was okay until Rodriguez. But then again, you know, you're talking extra innings there with the ghost runner. Jelly pitched an inning, did good. Roop looked great, went 2 innings, 3 strikeouts. That's his second outing. He looked really good. Hicks was okay. He pumped that 100-mile-per-hour fastball past Ozuna. That was kind of cool. But he
put a runner on there late, Eric.
Yeah.
He put a runner on. That was getting a little dicey for me too late.
Yep. And then, of course, Rodriguez, you know, he came in, gave up the run because of the ghost runner. But what'd you think of – talk to me about Harrison.
As usual, our young pitchers. You know what? Ray as well. All of our pitchers. Isn't this a team that gets off to a slow start every night, Eric? First, second innings, and then they seem to settle in a little bit.
Yeah, what is up with the Giants in the first 4 innings? They just don't do anything, and then you gotta muster up every game. Muster up the last couple of innings to try to manufacture some runs. I don't understand.
Exactly. If there was a way you could chart that out, I don't know if it's kept, records are kept. We can dive somewhere on the World Wide Web, pull out the stats. But if you had the ERA or the runs given up per inning, we got to give up primarily the most of our runs come in the first or second, Eric.
Yeah, it's really strange, man. It's saying they can't get the starting pitchers, but when they get into the opposing bullpen, that's where they seem to have a little bit more success.
Exactly, and that's something I again bitch about in Major League Baseball. You get so many managers, a guy's thrown 80 pitches. It's the 6th or 7th inning. They yank him out. Ooh. He's rolling and dealing, and then the bull comes. You're up by 4, and the bullpen comes in and surrenders it. It's always the way. Something else? Do you remember the quote I sent you? I want to share with our viewers tonight, Eric. Do you remember the quote I sent you? And the picture was superimposed of Willie McGee, a former San Francisco Giant.
I haven't seen that. Did you send it today? I didn't even pay attention.
I said, you're like Bernice. He's like you. Doesn't read his emails. All right. I don't know why I bother.
It was an email? Was it an email?
No, I sent you a text and it says, see if this brings back a memory. This truly is Giants baseball, Eric.
Okay.
Came across this picture of Willie McGee, and you know what a great player he was. I loved Willie. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I think we just value the wrong things as a sports fan. Willie McGee hit 79 home runs in 18 years. And he was fun and exciting players, more fun than a clown car full of 30 home run steroid freaks. And oh, how we would benefit from 2 or 3 Willie McGee's right now.
That ties in exactly with what Anonymous says. The most overrated wanted outcome is the home run. I would much rather have 9 guys who bat 300 with 10 or less home runs than those who hit 20 home runs but bat 230. There you go, man. 100%.
There you go, Anonymous.
That's what makes baseball so much fun. Yes. Is the home run dramatic? Yes, the home run is dramatic. It's the instant gratification. The instant gratification of the home run. Rather than seeing guys flying around the base, putting the balls in play. That's what makes baseball exciting. Come on, man. Let's get back to that. Don't rely on the freaking big bat. Come on.
Yeah. Hey, it's not related, Eric. Later on in the show, we'll get into this as we always do, but I wasn't going to dwell. I wasn't even going to show you this, but guess what came in the mail today? Unrelated.
Unrelated. What do you got?
Unrelated to my mail.
Willie McGee.
I got the rookie card today. Came in the mail. See him?
Look at that. Willie McGee.
That's the rookie card, baby. It's a Willie. Cool, man. Not a very good grade, but anyway, I wasn't going to show that in the show tonight because that tells you how good the stuff was today. Willie McGee rookie didn't make the cut.
Yep.
I got
all
some
right.
good
Hey,
ones.
How about this? I just saw this come across.
What's that, Eric?
So let's take a look at this and tell me what you guys think. I haven't got a chance to listen to it, but let's hear what Bob Melvin explains the decision to have Tyler Fitzgerald bunt in the 10th.
Oh, I'm going to step out and listen to this one. You ready?
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
What was the explanation you got on that play?
That it hit him outside the box. It's not challengeable.
Did he bunt on his own? Or
no, we're trying to get a guy over to third, trying to get it down the third baseline. With Lamont up next, guy's a pretty tough customer to try to string some hits together with.
What's the frustration level just back-to-back nights not being able to execute and extras like that?
It's frustrating. I mean, it's 3 games in a row here where we've lost by a run, and at home we've been pretty good about winning the close games. So it's frustrating, yeah.
There you go. What do you guys think?
I'll tell you, Eric, if you played that again and you start right at the beginning, the first question about the bunt,
he
didn't answer the question, Eric. He bailed on the question. Did you call for that bunt? Well, we wanted to do this.
No.
He did not answer that question.
He answered it without answering it. He basically said they called it. It was called.
Yeah, he couldn't say, yep, my decision. Boy,
You know what? Look.
That was too vague for me.
That's an Anonymous. I would agree with that because they said you're trying to get it down the third baseline. I understand what he's trying to do. Listen to what he said. Try to bunt it down the third baseline. Well, there's no passion because he's freaking pissed off. That's why. Otherwise, if he really wanted to let go, he probably would have been dropping a lot of F-bombs. He wanted to bunt it down the third base line for the simple fact that Schmidt would be able to get the third base. Then you got Lamont Wade coming up, and if you think about it, what did Lamont Wade do? He hit a fly ball to left field, if I'm not mistaken, right? That would have scored the run from third base, and that would have tied the game. So I can understand that part of you got to get that run across because, like he said, you can't string hits against Iglesias. It's going to be too hard. So they had their moment. That only problem is Fitzgerald did not execute, and he fucked it up. Whoops, excuse my F-bomb.
Family show. See, and I don't want to sound two-faced here. Both sides of the fence, Eric. I like the small ball, but we were down a run. I wasn't playing on home field for the tie. I was going for the win. Let the guy hit.
I can't argue that either. To be honest with you, I can't argue that.
I'm not playing for the tie at that point. We're in extra innings. They just scored, shuffled in a run. I'm not playing for, let's get one run and keep this going. I'm going for the win. So I was not happy with the bunt whatsoever. And
That's
there they
fine.
called it.
I
Bunting
get
out of
it.
the box was the call.
They called the bunt out of the dugout, 100%. That was a call by Melvin.
Hey, D-Shot, my ears are like yours. That's exactly what I heard.
Hey, man, when you get passionate, sometimes things just fly, dude. Fly. Oh, brother, dude. Well, there you go. Straight from the manager's mouth. But I understand what he's saying, because you got Wade coming up. He could have maybe got a bat on it, which he did. But it turned into an out with just the guy on first base instead of a guy on third base.
See, Hiroku doesn't agree with me. He says, win on the road, tie at home, because you get last at bat.
Yes, correct. That's
I don't know, Eric. The way this ball club, are you telling me I'd rather put all my eggs in that basket, runner at second base, try to score a couple. I'm not bunting them over. And, maybe we'll, like you just said it, Eric. They got Iglesias in there. What are we rolling off for? A couple of big runs, like, over 2 or 3 innings. I'm going for it all in 1 or 2 shots rather than
But
4
there
or
would have been
5.
a chance that Fitzgerald may have not done much against Fitzgerald. How did
He hit a home run, Eric?
Yeah, but
He
against
hit a home
Iglesias. But against Iglesias, look, it's one thing doing it against the 40-year-old Charlie Morton. It's another thing doing it against one of the best closers in the National League. It's you know what I'm saying? It's apples and oranges when you're talking about who's on the mound. What do we got here? I would rather seen Fitz go backside there. Play for the tie, play for the win at home. Play for the tie away, play for the win at home.
Hey, Anonymous doesn't Anonymous always bring the best takes?
He does.
Thanks, Anonymous. This is a good take, too. Senior, look at it as only 20 hits. Take the home run out of it. The 300 hitter gets 70 more hits. Then 9 of them score more runs exponentially. Home runs are fun, but they're really not logical. In the number games,
you're talking.
It doesn't weigh out. Yeah.
I'm just tired of seeing
these guys. You know what? And again, I'm arguing my own fact here, but I'm a small ball guy during the game. We don't have Eric. I would build this team so much different. I know we got what we got, but I would be building this team with two speedy guys, 1 and 2 in this lineup, in this ballpark, Eric.
Not with this guy. Not with him, man. It ain't happening.
I don't think I've ever said this term on the air, Eric, but I believe this is fitting. A man without a plan.
A man without a plan.
Farhan, I don't know what he's doing. I just don't get it. But anyway,
there's a lot
I don't like ganging up on him either, so I'm just going to keep it lipped, or I'll be
but you know what? It's fair
words
game.
like you're saying today.
But it's fair game. It's fair game. It's not like it's not unjust of what we're saying.
If only we could. If only we could.
We'll see. We'll see what happens here in the off season. Yeah. Because you look, the best the Giants can do right now is split. Do you think the Giants split this, or do you think Dodgers take 3 or 4?
Jesus, Eric. I was the guy who said we'd win 3 out of 4.
I know you did.
But did you notice on game 1, we were losing game 1? I went, good thing I called for winning, 2 out of the 4 games. You got that right.
I caught that one quick. I was like, come on, man.
I tried to renege on how many games I said would win this week. And Eric's like, oh, no. He says, I'll go and rewind the game tape if you want. I said, all right, I believe you. But here, you know what? If you get somebody talked about small ball, you know what? You can have home run hitters, Eric. You can have the power in the lineup. You can have the big bat coming up 4 or 5. But if you don't have the speedy guys who can get on base, what's the sense? If you got guys top of the order aren't getting on base, can't manufacture their own base hits, what matter? I'd rather have the guy batting 4th. See, that too, Eric, that pisses me off. You used to have cleanup hitter. The big power hitter would drive in 2 or 3 on a swing. That's not the case anymore either, Eric. Our cleanup hitter's not getting 2 and 3 run bombs all the time. We got nobody on base. And when you got speed at the top of the lineup, by the time the cleanup guy comes up, at least once a game, the cleanup guy is coming in. The 5th hitter is coming up with runners on base.
Yes.
And with no speed, you're not manufacturing your own hits and your own opportunities, Eric.
Correct. I'm going to see something. Yeah,
Can you tell I'm kind of fired up about it?
You're fired up. You are fired up. Hey, let's.
It was that kid kicking my seat today, Eric.
Oh, that'll piss me off too.
And you know, nothing worse. They're running. Bernice was pretty ticked off too. These are, you know what, when you're surrounded by kids at the ballpark and their parents are there and their parents are having a great chat, but the kids have jumped down a row and back up a row and on their 4th ice cream bouncing off the walls. And I'm like, these kids are not sitting. Oh, if they don't sit like that would, Eric, I'm not playing they're not my kids, but my God, they weren't my kids wouldn't be. I mean, like, sit down or we're going home.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Don't kick the man's seat. Sorry about that. Well, 8 innings later, bang, 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 bang. He didn't stop. Oh my God. I'm wound up. I need a quick breather. What are you looking at right now?
Here we go. I'm going to just take a look. Which teams are leading in RBIs? Let's take a look. Diamondbacks lead 604. Yankees, 3rd. Then the Orioles, the Dodgers, the Red Sox, Kansas City Royals, Minnesota Twins, San Diego Padres, Milwaukee Brewers, Philadelphia Phillies. All right, that's the top 10. All of those teams, I think, except for the Red Sox. Well, no, because they're in the wild card. All these teams are either leading the division or in a wild card, right? If I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure. Let's see where the Giants, look at that, middle of the pack, sitting with RBIs.
Why? Because we're not getting guys on base. And watch it there, Michael Roeder. I finally got your name right. And
Interesting.
Says, $20 to get that kid to kick your seats. Easy, Michael Roeder.
Interesting. So
Good thing
again,
we're all
Giants
friends
about
here.
mid. Giants are mid when it comes to knocking in runs.
Did you
Not
see
gonna
somebody
get
had
it
a
done.
post a minute ago said if we started our ghost runner at 3rd, we'd still have a hard time getting him.
Yes, I'm not lying. Not
Pretty
lying. What's up,
close,
Bay
isn't
Area
it?
GM? Yes, torture. It's more than torture. It's worse than torture right now. It's pretty bleak. Yeah, I guess we could say that. Pretty bleak.
Oh, geez. See, this is what I don't like about Giants baseball. Don't buy into this. And I know you're not. I think he's more. He's bringing this as a funny take than a reality. He says, you're thinking too clearly. You're supposed to go by what your computer tells you after punching in a bunch of numbers. Eric, I was at the game last night. Eric, I made a comment about something they were doing or a pinch hitter for somebody. And he goes, is Farhan got a spreadsheet down there behind home plate? Can you see him? Has he got a table set up or is he underneath the seats? Where is he in view or is he in hiding? Just look for the spreadsheet. Does he got to be, he pictures somebody in a war room. One country's attacking the other. They got the big map.
He's in the bunker. He's in the wolf slayer, man.
That's when you texted me. That's what I pictured. He's got the big spreadsheet with pins stuck in it. Hey, if this guy moves, we're moving this guy. Oh my gosh, Eric. So now we're down 2 in the series. What are we going to do? Are we going to get the pitching in the next 2? We got Ray and Webb. If any blessing, we got 2 guys who can win a game for you.
We'll see. We'll see how it works.
But the
Ibrahim
pitchers,
says,
but the problem is the pitchers don't hit in this game anymore, Eric.
yeah. Yep. Farhan is officially Senior 500. Dude consistently throws out a 500 club. So answer me this, Ibrahim. Is that a guy that you want to run your club when he just constantly gives you 500? Anonymous, I never got a chance to go there, and it pisses me off. I didn't get a chance to go to Birch's Garden either. I wanted to get there, didn't get a chance to get there.
Hey, we got a Military History Chronicles coming up anytime soon. Maybe one on the weekend?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that pans out. We'll see. Depends on.
I love those shows. Anybody hasn't caught it, you can go back and watch the replays here on the tube. Some good ones.
Yeah.
Eric is joined by Will B for some great military talk, history talk, political talk. It's a great show. You will leave entertained as well as informed.
Appreciate that, Glenn. Thanks. Grand Admiral. Sorry, guys. This one just has me sad tonight. Look at that. Usually Grand Admiral, he comes in here firing, man. I think there's a lot of Giants fans out there that are kind of down in the dumps.
Well, that's why I said I wanted to throw myself off the bridge. I'm not so much sad. I guess sad is depressed, right? Sad is as sad was. I'm like,
yes.
I was full of disappointment at the 10th light. I go, now I got to walk home in the mist, and it's cold, and I'm like, arr.
Yeah, Anonymous.
I felt like a buccaneer today. Arr.
A quick diversion, Anonymous. We did visit Bavaria. We were down there in Garmisch, right there on the border of Germany and Austria. And we took a road that went from Germany into the Austrian side. And boy, you want to talk about the most beautiful road I've ever been on. It was just like he said, the Sound of Music. You're going over the road. I pulled over the side of the road, took some pictures. I was like, you could, in the distance, you could hear a cathedral bell ringing. And it just echoed throughout the mountains and the fresh cut grass. Oh, incredible. Incredible, man. Thanks, Moji. Much appreciated. All right, let's get back to the Giants.
Sounds like
and
we're just off D-Day. You and I did the radio show up on 103.5 Capital FM about D-Day, Eric. And you could tell we didn't get to see face-to-face like this. And we didn't have any viewers for the radio show, but people could hear it in your voice. You were really getting into that show. The military history is something that is near and dear to Eric, and as well as the co-host, Will. They bring it each and every show. And I think it's your passion for it brings it to such levels of entertainment.
I appreciate that.
You bring a great product to the internet.
Thanks.
Nobody does it better. How about that? Military History Chronicles. No one does it better.
Hey, appreciate that. That's awesome.
You're welcome.
What's up, Ed? Good to see you out there, man. Let's see.
When were you in Austria, by the way?
This would have been back in between 2007 and 2010. I think it was was it 2009? I think it was in 2009 sometime. Maybe even 2008. No, 2008, I think.
You were just a wee whippersnapper.
Yeah.
Knee-high to a grasshopper.
Fossey says, how sure are we about Bob Mel calling him? He kind of said it in the interview.
Well, he did, but he didn't, Eric.
Oh, hold on. Let me finish the rest of his. How do we not know it wasn't Farhan calling in and telling Bob to lay down the bunt?
Can you imagine, Eric? We kind of goof off about that. Can you imagine if it ever came out that he was pulling the old George Steinbrenner and the phone was ringing, or these were pre-planned decisions that were made by Farhan? Can you imagine? What does that do to the credibility of a long-time manager?
Yeah, you know what? I know this is something we were talking about just before you came in, and I could readdress it here in the chat.
Go ahead.
We got some other people.
Go ahead.
When Kapler got fired and the hire of Bob Melvin was announced, a lot of people are happy about that. Old school manager, no more Kapler. Yay, everything's going to be great in the land of the San Francisco Giants. We're back to quote unquote traditional baseball. A lot of people are saying that, man. And are you seeing that with Bob Melvin, or does it look like he is not? Let me ask you, Glenn. Have you watched a lot of baseball that Bob Melvin managed prior to being a San Francisco Giant? You went to a lot of A's games, right?
I wouldn't say a lot. I've been to, I don't sit, I really had no reason to kind of zoom in on what he was doing. To me, it was like a referee in hockey. The more you didn't notice that stuff, the better the game was. Mm-hmm. But it just seems at this point, when I do see him, I don't know. I wish we had a guy who at least, I said this on a show about a week ago, maybe 10 days ago, Eric. I said, I miss the Earl Weavers of the world. Guy who comes in, and a guy who, like tonight, whether our players were in the wrong or not, a guy who'd rip the hat off and yell at the umpire and go, just kick me out, for God's sake, kick me out. Like, fire up my guys. I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's no passion.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Do you find there's no passion?
He doesn't have very much passion. He seems very even killed.
Fiery coach who says, I'm going to war. Here's one for you, Eric. I'm leading my team at a battle.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Did you see the movie about Hacksaw Ridge?
Yeah, that was good.
I just watched that with Denise a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
And each time you watch it,
Yeah, pretty
Wow.
impressive. Guy was a
Yeah.
conscientious objector, went to jail, got released, and then wound up earning the Medal of Honor. Pretty fantastic.
Yeah. The guys who were fighting alongside him going into battle, and his what do you call that at that level? Not a colonel. What would he have been? The guy who was his boss.
Oh gosh, I can't remember. That might have been a captain. I think it was a captain.
Okay, his captain is the big boss. He's like, what are you tying a bra?
company.
What is this? And then it saves his life at the end.
Yeah, the company. Yeah, he's a company commander. I'm pretty sure he's a captain.
Company commander.
Company commander. I think I was a company commander if I remember. I saw it once.
They get down to the military hospital. They're like, they keep coming in. Where are they coming from? We have no idea. And he was the only guy up there.
The only guy up there, man.
What was the name of that movie?
Hacksaw Ridge.
That was what it was called? Okay. I just watched it a few weeks ago. Guys, do yourselves a favor. If you have any interest in the military whatsoever, check out that movie. You will not be disappointed. Tell them Glenn sent you. Eric loved it. I did too.
Absolutely. Hey, you know what? You know what I haven't got into?
Out of town scoreboard.
You know it, man.
All right.
You absolutely know it.
And now, a Giant Sports Talk Live scoreboard update.
I know you too well, Eric. I know you too well at this stage of things. We're like an old married couple, aren't we?
Yep. It's getting
Pretty
that
much.
way. Here we go. First game. We got the Nationals versus the Orioles. Nationals beat the Orioles. How about that? 9-3. Who saw that one coming? Who saw that one coming? Nationals put a pretty good whooping on the Orioles.
Close game. Guardians. Cubs 2-1. Cleveland does us a favor in that game. A 2-1 final score. I have no. Remember you mentioned the guy Noel, the rookie?
Yeah.
I don't know how to say his first name either, Eric.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. I'm
Johansky.
going to have to check in with the Cubs
Yo.
media. The rookie Noel hit a 440-foot home run for the go-ahead run as the Guardians beat the Cubs 2-1.
That's a team you want to see lose. Talking about the Cubs.
Was that game? No, that game was in Cleveland. I said check with the Cubs radio team. So I guess I'll have to go to Cleveland. Find out how they do it in Cleveland or say it in Cleveland.
This Marlins blank the Phillies. What's going on with the Philadelphia Phillies? They are on a
teams enter these games like, just on kind of a letdown, we'll beat them because they've been playing some major rally killers lately, haven't they? With a 45-win season, they seem to be winning some big games.
Unbelievable, man. I don't know what's going on.
Yep.
Anyways, Marlins beat the Phillies 5-0.
Yep. Detroit. Boy.
Unleashed.
Did they ever? 15 runs today, Eric. 15 runs on 20 hits.
Holy crap.
They posted a 15-1 win over the Seattle Mariners. Scooble, he shut him down. He's 14-4. Some Cy Young consideration as the Tigers win again with Scooble pitching 15-1. Wow.
Incredible. Cardinals and Reds, both of these teams can impact the Giants. Reds are chasing the Giants. Cardinals, they're probably still ahead because the Giants lost. Reds beat the Cardinals 4-1 in Cincinnati. Candelario hits a 2-run home run to pad the lead for the Reds.
Is this just the way it falls into places when the games end? Because I always get stuck with the Astros and Rays and teams like this. That's a game that means nothing to me. The Astros beat the Rays by a score of 3-2, the final score. Next up on the docket was a big one that you get to cover, and the A's were the winner, Eric.
Unbelievable.
Houston.
How about that? Athletics beat the Mets 9-4.
Yeah.
How about that?
I'm just looking at the stats. You want to know a stat from that game, Eric?
Let's hear a stat from that one.
Red hot. Shea Langoliers led the A's to the 9-4 win. Former teammate Blackburn. Is that what it was? I'm trying to read. You know what? This is so poorly written. I'm just going to go to the stats. Shea Langoliers in that game was 4 for 4, 4 batted in, scored a couple of runs, and he hit a solo home run. And let's see who else was hot. Oh, Brent Rooker. Brent Rooker went 2 for 4 with a solo home run. So he had a great game as well. Oh, no. Rooker was 2 for 5 and scored 3 runs. Wrong line. They
Wow.
keep getting better, this team. If I stick around and keep reading stats, they're gonna win about 27-0 by the time I'm done. So we'll stick with 9-4. That was such a big win. Again, another one we blew tonight. Didn't help our own cause, Eric.
Nope, not at all. And then you got again, Boston Red Sox are still winning. Beat the Texas Rangers in Boston 9-4. Cutter Wong doubles. Red Sox lead with a 3-run jack. Look at that.
Do you ever notice something we do? Now take a look tonight, Eric. Some of the scores we've read off today, and I mentioned Detroit had 20 hits. Detroit, 20 hits against Seattle.
Yeah, I
You
know.
mentioned the Red Sox beat the Rangers a minute ago. How many runs they put up?
9.
Twins, 13-3 over the Kansas City Royals tonight. How come everybody's getting hits? Everybody can score runs.
This is what I
That's our
expected.
team.
Remember a couple of days ago, there was a bunch of a bunch of games up here that were only like 2-1 or 3-2. And I was like, what? Or 1-zip. Pretty crazy. Now you're starting to see some
But
runs.
it always feels like we're the only team who can't get any runs.
Well, yeah.
And the rich get richer, as the Dodgers posted another win, Eric.
Yeah, look at that. 7-2 in Milwaukee. Ohtani hits his 37th home run of the season. Dodgers are back into their winning ways. Oh, boy.
Speaking of back into the winning ways, yesterday, Eric and I blew off the Yankees-White Sox game in the preview, the morning edition of the show. Chicago went on to the 12-2 victory in that game. Well, today, the Yankees, we put a little work into it on our pregame show. And, of course, the Yankees then got back in their winning ways. It was the Yankees 4, the White Sox 1 in that game tonight. Soto, his first career 3-homer game
Incredible.
as a Yankee. They posted the victory.
Yep.
3 home runs. Soto's back, baby. Yankees are going to get hot.
Yep. Of course they are.
And apparently Dominguez, he was ready for the comeback and he got hurt again. Apparently he's rehabbing and they think he'll be up soon.
All right. We'll see how that
He's
plays
a power
out.
guy. Is he a power guy?
Yeah, we'll see how that works out. See if they can get him in there for September. The
Gotta keep
September
him
run.
healthy.
Maybe at the expanded roster in September. Down in Anaheim, Blue Jays take it to the Angels 6-1. Both Vladdy and Horowitz hits back-to-back home runs.
Yeah. Arizona is that next on my docket. They post the 4-3 win over the Rockies. Arizona down to the final strike of the game, and they score a couple. They knock in 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th. They were losing that game 3-2. 1 pitch away.
Wow.
Oh, my God, Arizona. See, these teams, they always find a way to win. We can't even bunt somebody over. 4-3, Arizona wins. Jake McCarthy's 2-out, 2-run single lifts the Diamondbacks to the win. The Padres, oh, my God, did they win?
And then the Padres keep winning. They blank the Pirates 3-zip down in San Diego. Again, both these teams are still winning. Talking about the Diamondbacks and the Padres, it's going to be difficult. The only thing I think that's going to probably be in play is going to be that third wild card. But hey, you want to take a look at the standings? Might as well, right?
Yeah, and if you missed it earlier, just joining us, Atlanta defeated your San Francisco Giants 4-3. I have a kind of a cheat sheet I use when I get back, and we're doing this, Eric. Every game gives you a pitching line. Maybe Rooker went 3 for 5. Gives you a little something. This game tonight, it just says the Braves beat the Giants in 10, 4-3. That was it. They don't have anything to say about it.
Not at all. All right, let's look at this. Diamondbacks, Padres, still, look at that. Diamondbacks won 5 in a row. They're 9-1 in their last 10. San Diego won 2 in a row, 9-1 in their last 10. Atlanta Braves won 2 in a row. We know against 2. They're now 3-7 in the last 10. New York Mets lost 4 in a row. They're 3-7. But again, they're still ahead of the Giants by a game and a half. Giants are now back at 500. Are they going to go below 500 again?
Didn't we put 9 runs? How was it 9 runs and up on the board in Cincinnati a week ago?
Something like that, right?
And then all of a sudden
It's Cincinnati too, though.
Can't score any runs, though.
Yep. As a matter of fact, Fitzgerald's home run, they said that was the first home run for the Giants in 194 at-bats. That's what they said on the Atlanta broadcast. The power outage is real right now in San Francisco. You got the Giants again. They're sitting right at 500 again. They may go below, sitting 3.5 out of the third wild card. St. Louis Cardinals right behind them at 3.5 games as well. Reds are only 4.5. That's only a game behind where the Giants are. Chicago Cubs only a game and a half behind the Giants at 5. But yeah, we got some teams there. Reds, look at that. They've won 3 in a row. They may make a run at the passing the Giants. You never know. We'll see how that works out. But that
St.
is
Louis.
the current.
St. Louis and Cincinnati, even the Cubs, Eric, they're like little puppy dogs. You know that little dog? They're nipping at your heel, and they just won't go away.
Yeah, they're not.
As the Ingles would say, they're always underfoot.
Always underfoot.
And they're there again. Grand Admiral likes what you do, likes what we do, Eric. Likes the fact we take a look around Major League Baseball each night.
Hey, appreciate that, man. You know, might as well. We gotta see what's going around the league. It's just, even though we're Giant specific, but you got to see what the other teams are doing. If you don't know what the other teams are doing, then it gives you kind of a false premise of what the Giants are doing. You got to put it in context on what these other teams. Oh, look at Senior. Hey, hold on. Look at that. I like that. Look at this.
And now, another Giant Sports Talk Live hot take from Senior Softball Games.
The Padres are leading the league in hitting at 265. They scored 574 runs. The Yankees are leading the league in runs, and they're hitting 253. I'll let you guess who has more home runs. Look at that. So the argument of home runs and hits and all this other stuff. But a lot of that depends on how many people are on base as well. You know, even though you got the
manufacture your own runs, Senior.
No, you can, but if you, for some reason, say a couple of guys hit ahead of you, but the other guys behind you aren't able to knock them in, you might have a higher batting average, but you're not getting the hit when it matters. A home run, all it takes is one swing at a bat, and if there's a guy or two on base, you're going to score a lot more runs. That's going to happen.
Eric, my fear at this point of the season and how we play up and down, up and down, up and down, almost a 500 baseball club, my fear is we continue to put a team on the field with too many holes, too many weaknesses. When you've got, and I'm always complaining, but when you're trying to put a decent product in the field, and you got a 165, or what is it now? 167? Okay, yeah. 167 hitter. 167 has no business being in the major leagues, Eric.
Yeah.
If you're working for me, and you're bringing a 167 effort, I ain't waiting long before I'm making changes, Eric. Saying,
no, absolutely.
Thanks for coming. You know what? Thanks for trying. You gave it the old college try.
The only reason why he's up is because of an injury. They got no other second baseman, man. Who else is going to play second base? You got Fitzgerald at shortstop. You got Wisely at second base. You got to have another second baseman.
Why can't we let Luciano play? Can't do any worse.
Have you seen Luciano play the infield? That ain't gonna
Eric,
work.
you can't do any worse.
Oh no, Schmidt.
I want to see what the guy can do. He's not getting any. Why is okay? All righty. We're taking a turn. We're going to the yellow brick road in this one, Mr. Wizard. Here's what we got. Why is he not in Sacramento and bring somebody up for a look? If he's here for the sake of being a pretty face on the bench, they played him last night, Eric, and you put him in against Sale. You won't play him for 3 weeks. You put him in. You set him up for failure last night.
I know that.
What's he even doing here?
I know that.
See, I work up a sweat. Oh.
Why do you think he brought him? Why do you think he was in the lineup yesterday? Because they faced the lefty, man. It's all about the platoon.
Jeez, you scared me.
You can't go.
Are you behind the curtain now?
Damn right I am. You cannot
the Flames
stay here and enjoy seeing the constant platooning. It's absolutely ridiculous, especially with a 22-year-old. You can't have that. You cannot do that. You cannot treat a 22-year-old rookie as he's a veteran. Look, veterans have a hard enough time coming off the bench cold. You want to do that to a damn 22-year-old? Come on, man. That's right, Master P. I'm the wizard. Don't forget that.
Kyle,
don't forget it.
Being generous. Kyle McKiernan says Schmidt is like 189 or something.
Yeah,
right? No, he's 167.
I get it. I understand why. Because Tyro is hurt, right? And Wisely is not going to play every day because you got to do the platoon.
Right.
Luciano can't play the infield because he can't play the damn infield.
Right.
He can't do it. Yes, the great Oz has spoken.
Hey, maybe that's what I'm going to call you from now on. I need a real hot take. The Great Oz. The Great Oz. Maybe that way. The Wizard. I like the Great Oz better. See, our guys bring it. I like it, Anonymous. I might be let me pencil that one in for future use.
Look what I can do. Look what I can do. I can do this.
And now, Grand Admiral Shanahan with another Sports Talk Live commentary.
Look at that. I could do this.
And now, another special guest appearance on Giant Sports Talk Live.
Oh, no guests tonight, Eric. No guests.
No guests. Look, I have.
Are you behind the curtain? Are you behind that curtain again?
That's right. Absolutely.
Eric,
Anyways,
you're a poop disturber.
Yeah, it's about having fun.
We're having a lot of fun over here. I'm having a lot of fun, not only with you, but these guys here, thanks to our sponsors, Lefties in Burlingame and Signatures for Soldiers. When you are out and about in the Bay Area, you're looking for some collectibles, you're looking for your favorite Wilmer autographed item, maybe your Flores bat, your Flores 8x10. You're looking for anything Wilmer Flores. Yeah. Okay. Did the commercial just take a turn?
Just to get you had to. I know you had
to. All right.
To.
August 18th, you can meet Tyler Fitzgerald at Lefties. Contact them. You get all the details. You can have a meet and greet with Tyler Fitzgerald, a picture, an autograph, and it's all going on at Lefties in the Bay Area. And Signatures for Soldiers. We talk about them every show. They raise funds for needy soldiers returning from battle, those in need, near and dear again to your heart, Eric. So please do support Signatures for Soldiers. Maybe we'll get their founder, their chairman, Tim, on a show again in the not too distant future. What's Chris got to say tonight, Eric?
Chris Gardar says, "Do we waste a golden year opportunity of pitching?" I gotta push back a little bit on that golden year opportunity. But is there any hope, or is the season toast already? You smell that? Yeah, the toast is burning. It's burning. It's cooking. It's getting close to being burnt.
Eric.
But, okay, let's go with the
Ray and Webb. We need yes. So the next two games are pivotal.
Are we going? Am I going to have to do this again?
Pivotal?
You're going to have to. You're going to make me do this again.
What are we doing?
You're going to make me do this again.
What are we doing?
Look, this is what I mean. You can't say golden. Where the heck did it go? Let me put it back up. Nope, that's not. Hold on. Wait. Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. Wait.
Well, that's a good one too.
The golden opportunity of pitching. Here, let me just give you this, man, just so you can see where we're at here. San Francisco Giants, right here. They're ranked 21st.
Yeah,
that's not a golden opportunity of pitching.
Is that the ERA?
That's the ERA. 4.21 is the team ERA. Look it up here. Seattle Mariners, Atlanta Braves, even without Spencer Strider, Chicago Cubs, Philadelphia Phillies, LA Dodgers, Cleveland Guardians, Milwaukee Brewers, New York Yankees, Cincinnati Reds, even Houston Astros. Look, those are the teams who have golden opportunities with their pitching. And unfortunately, the Giants, look, I see what you're saying. Chris, because right now Snell is absolutely pitching out of his mind. No doubt about it. But the problem is, Here's the problem. Snell sucked in the beginning of the season, the first few months. He absolutely was horrible. And his spot in the starting rotation didn't do shit for the Giants. Any guys that they brought in to cover for Snell didn't do nothing. It was an instant or as an immediate loss anytime his spot in the rotation came up. So in a way, he did dig us a hole with his performance early in the season. Now he's pitching better, but guess what? He's pitching his way, and I said it yesterday, he's pitching his way to hit free agency. Don't tell me he's going to sit there and opt in unless he gets hurt. I don't see him opting in and just getting 1 year. He's going to go for that free agent. He wants to get that multi-year deal with a lot of guaranteed money. He's going to go for it. There's no doubt about it. But to go back, Robbie Ray, yes, he's been doing okay coming back from Tommy John. He did a lot. He's doing a lot better than what I expected, which is good. But you can't really put that much. hang your hat, I guess, if you will, on Robbie Ray, because he's coming off Tommy John. You don't know if he's going to maybe start hitting a wall here in the next 5 starts or so. He's got about another 5 starts, somewhere around there. So I don't know. And then you got Webb. Webb has been, he's had his moments. He's had some good outings, and he's also had some stinkers. But then you got to rely on Birdsong and Harrison. Those guys might be reaching the end of their rope as far as fatigue. I'm not saying that they're going to be bad. I'm not saying that. They could eventually turn into be excellent pitchers. But right now, as I said a few days ago, Birdsong wasn't in the Giants' plans this year. I don't think. Maybe a late season call-up, maybe. But he came in and had to fulfill a rotation spot because of injuries.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Carter, who comes in from time to time, one of his comments tonight was talking Snell. He won't accept anything less than $200 million. You know what I think is going to happen, Eric? The problem at the end of the year is I think him, with the year he's having, I think he is going to go back onto I want 5 years again.
of course he will. Why
That's
not?
what's going to happen. I want
Why not?
5-year contract.
He will do that. He's got Scott Boras as an agent. He hasn't. He
Starts
hasn't.
all over again.
Look, and let's think about this. Snell
And they got themselves the buyout this year, Eric. Smart move.
Yeah. And then you got
Not a buyout. They can walk, right? They can just walk.
He just can walk.
Yeah, they got the
And the
opt-out.
Giants get nothing. That's why I wanted to trade him at the deadline.
How many opt-outs are on this roster, Eric? It's
Too
just
many.
Chapman and
Too many.
Snell.
It's too many. But here
Our
we
best
go.
players.
Blake Snell has yet to get his big contract. One thing that major league players want to do is when you hit free agency, and if you're an excellent player, you want to get that big contract. He's not. Look, do you think he wants to risk maybe getting hurt if he opts in and get 30 years, and then he's done, and then that's it? You ain't going to get a big contract after that, possibly. But since he's got a Cy Young last year, and now he's finishing strong this year, there's going to be a team out there that's probably going to want to buy his services. There's no doubt about it. How much is it going to be? I don't know. I don't think it's going to be $250 though.
Fossey says, I woke up at 7 today to catch your morning show, but it never happened. And full transparency, when Eric and I got up early to do the show this morning, I was running a little late. We got in to do it. There was a power outage in the Bay Area, and it affected my, monkey brain? So anyway, the internet was down. Eric was affected by an internet outage just a week ago, Eric.
Yeah.
Eric, I just went back to bed for a little while. Eric chased the Xfinity truck down the street.
Yeah.
I would have, Eric, I would have paid to see you running after the truck.
Yeah, that was a mess on my part. Oh, well, it's all good.
Yeah. Anyway, so we'll be back up at 7 tomorrow morning.
Yes,
don't you worry. The only time we're not on is if it is a technical glitch. And today, it was out of our hands. Nothing we can do about that. And I'm not going to lose any sleep over stuff. I'm too old to worry about stuff like that.
Boris doesn't even use the term opt-out when negotiating anymore. He just goes to teams and says, we'd like the Farhan special. They know what it means. Oh, my God. That's what I call it. It's the Farhan damn special.
The Farhan special.
Gah!
But remember I said to you earlier, there's no plan. When you're signing your best players, like Eric, there's no risk. When he signs players to like 3-year deals with a 1-year opt-out, what is the fear? Does this guy simply have a fear of failure?
Yes. I don't. It's a fear of something. It's his kryptonite, man. It's his kryptonite.
Fear of failure.
But here's the funny thing too. Is whatever. I'm not going to.
I'd rather be a 500. I'd rather be an average team.
He'd rather be an average. He'd rather be a 500 team
failure
than fear of failing in a long-term contract. That's what it seems like.
Our best two signings, arguably, and they can opt out, Eric.
Yeah. Correct.
Where does that leave us? That leaves us. Okay, you take Chapman and Snell out next year. We got a young pitching staff. We got all these young players who aren't performing. Eric, we're worse next year. We're back to where we started again.
We are back, 100%.
It's scary. It's a scary thought.
It's a year-by-year type of thing with Farhan, and I hate it. I hate it, man.
Good grief.
Dardar says, 500, our best friend. We can't get too far away. Isn't that the damn truth? We're right at 500 again. Right at 500 again.
Abraham, this team Silence like a cancer grows, baby. Although it's right in front of our eyes. Game in, game out.
Let's see what else we got here. Just looking up.
D-Shot's smarter than us, most of you guys. He says, I woke up at 12 to watch it at 1. Maybe you and I should get up and record the show at noon for 1, Eric. Sounds a whole heck of a lot smarter to me.
Okay, that's a good point, Anonymous.
Oh,
Money poorly spent.
What did Anonymous bring?
But Hiroku, 100%. Money poorly spent. We haven't even gotten to the 3-year contracts that have failed under Farhan. We are not back where we started because we still don't know if some of these kids can actually play. So we basically lost another year. I see what he's saying. In other words, they should have played these young kids a lot more to see what you have rather than going for this wild card, because basically that's what Farhan has constructed. A team to try to make the wild card. He didn't create this roster to win the division. Are you kidding me? There's no way. So why not see what you have in your own organization? Like they failed with Ramos, but they come to find out, hey, Ramos is actually a pretty good player. But the only way you found out Ramos was a pretty good player is because you played him every single day. Sometimes an organization has to do that to see what you have. You know what? Put the playoff picture aside. You got to see what you have. It's okay if you don't try to make the playoffs because we want to see what we have. That's okay. I'm good with that too, just to see what you have. But we don't know what we have with some of these guys.
Oh, well, at least here on Giant Sports Talk Live, we're all Giants, all baseball, all the time. We're Northern Lights Entertainment Production. Eric, you and I love our team. We just keep on coming back for more. And Anonymous, what I simply meant was come next year, training camp.
What you mean. No, I know what you mean.
Year, we'll be back spinning our wheels in the same position we are every year. And you're
exactly.
kind of right. You're right that we and that's why I said earlier, you know what? Just put Luciano in. I really don't care at this point. Put him in, and if we fail, at least we know what we got, and we can make a decisive move on if he's staying or going.
That's a good Ibrahim. Okay, the only thing with the poll is I can only put 4 guys on there. For a poll, to try to do a poll. We can do a poll out there. Talking about how many guys do you actually have confidence in the lineup? In today's lineup.
Guys? I'll tell you my point of view. I don't mind.
Let's hear it. Here, guys. Here, let me bring this up. Hold on. Let me bring it back up real quick.
Way to go.
I won't do a poll. I'll just bring it up here, and you guys just tell us in the chat who you guys have confidence in.
Well, maybe tomorrow night we'll do a poll. You know what? Eric, we can do a poll.
Yeah, we can do a poll.
We might as well start doing some because we can actually do some here.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, you're good at that. So
we have the capability.
Our lineup.
I'm going to put it up here.
1, nope. Yes, I'm 2, nope. 3, 4. Eric, I'm 4. I maybe pushing 5. I'm confident in 4 of our hitters.
You said 4 or 5?
I've got Fitzgerald, Ramos, Chapman, and Yastrzemski. When the chips are down, those are the guys I'd go. I'm not confident. Late night Lamont. Some nights I don't even know he's out there. Conforto, that train's already left the station. Bailey, nope. Encarnacion hasn't been long enough. He hasn't been here long enough to answer either way. Wisely, no. Schmidt, no.
I don't know. I go
and the part of that lineup: Bailey, Encarnacion, Wisely, Schmidt, Wisely, Encarnacion, Bailey. I'm not going based on anything other than they haven't done it, Eric. They haven't done it. It's not are they going to prove it? They haven't done it. What are you looking at?
I see 3: Fitzgerald, Ramos, and Chapman. That's it. Yastrzemski's too streaky for me.
Yeah, he's streaky, but you know what?
He has his moments. I get it.
I wouldn't be pinch hitting for him.
That's where look at this. Is that where the standards are now? I wouldn't pitch hit for him. Do you see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
He's the best we got, Eric. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not saying he's great. He's the best we got. Like, you take Fitzgerald out. Okay, Fitzgerald, I'm okay. You know what? Win or lose. If it's the 9th inning and Fitzgerald is my guy and we lose, you know what? You grin and bear it. Ramos, same thing. I'm going to war with Ramos, 2 outs in the 9th. Chapman, he's too good a hitter. Even though he doesn't. See, I sound like Moneyball again, don't I, Eric? Don't I? He's too good a hitter, but he's not hitting with runners in scoring position.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
So technically, is Chapman on our list? This is just 1 week lineup, Eric.
Yeah,
Smoke
it
and
is.
mirrors.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm surprised the man behind the curtain over there, the man from Oz, didn't come up with that line. It's smoke and mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors. Yeah, but honestly, on this team, Fitzgerald, Ramos, and Chapman. That's all I got. And again, Chapman is kind of stretching it, but that's it, man, for the team. Honestly,
You got 3. I'm gonna stick with Yaz and just to outdo you. I gotta have 4.
Fair enough.
For the simple fact that if we go 3, like you, that's just telling the people how bad it really is.
And look at the bottom 3 of the lineup there. How many hits do they have?
But it's
1.
every night, Eric.
1. I know it's 1 hit.
It's every night. Every night I come to you and go, what is the, or I'll text you from the ball game and say, what is the bottom third of the lineup done?
It's 16 at-bats with 1 hit. He's isolating Luciano out of baseball. That's pretty good, Croquet. It's pretty good.
There's nothing worse than when management does that to a player, Eric.
I know, man. How's that build confidence? Especially a 22-year-old. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on,
I'm at
man.
the ball field, Eric. And you know what? No matter what inning it is and what the running situation, we have runners on base or not, when we get it to the 7, 8, or 9 hole, I can't wait to the next inning to get back to the top of the order. I'm like, let's just play out this inning and like move it along. Let's go. Let's go. Get our guys, Fitzgerald, Ramos. The only guy late in the lineup there, I just like Encarnacion because every time he comes to the plate, his size, my God, he looks like he could hit it into the next time zone. Or hit it over to the East Bay.
Yeah, but
God,
he hasn't been doing much lately.
No.
That batting average is dropping.
What is he at? 230? Jesus, he was at 350 a week ago.
Yeah, but like I said, it's sample size.
Number game, right? Numbers game. He's getting the
That's all it
at-bats now. But at least he's getting to play. So if you're playing Encarnacion, so you're all in with him all of a sudden out of the Mexican League. You groomed Luciano, and now you're not even playing him. He's a face on the bench, Eric. And again, I mentioned earlier in the show, the only time you're playing him is against Chris Sale. Why? To say, I told you so?
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty sick if that's the case. I'm surprised. I guarantee you'll probably see Encarnacion sit and ride the bench, and then Canna is going to be back in that DH.
Eric, look at what Spencer says. And there's a lot of truth to this.
So sick of this mediocrity. Sadly, this ownership is not.
Isn't that true? To be honest, I didn't even think of it. I was wrapped up in the game tonight. Last night, I had the binoculars on and looking around the stadium. And when I looked over at the Visa building, the lights were on. It was vibrant. I'm thinking ownership is so proud of their shiny little toy over there. And couldn't care 2 hoots about what we got going on right here inside the stadium next door.
Hold on. Let me see. What do we got here? Let me bring this up.
And it's not like the team doesn't have money, Eric.
No. Oh, look at this. Here we go.
AutoZone.
Here we go.
What do you got?
There we go. Take a look at this little. Watch this. Here we go.
Your future is bright.
Mission Rock.
Your neighborhood. Your inspiration, not on the field. Your workplace, no one shows up.
Check this out. Here we go. See? Mission Rock pointing right at it, right there. Check it out. There you go. You see?
See, that should
gonna
be
focus.
Eric. That should be the ballpark. You know, that should be our ballpark, and that should be the cell line. Be a part of history. No history to be made this year. Oh, hey, I see the sign. At least I see the sign there, Eric.
There you go.
From
I
a
see
parking lot.
from a parking lot to a dream shared.
I see.
There you go. That's the priority, guys.
Yeah, but can you scroll over to the left a little bit? I don't see
No, I
Oracle.
can't. Yeah, I know exactly. Across the bay, you can't see it. They cut it out. You can see a little bit of the bridge there.
Do you know what it smells like down there at night?
Probably wonderful.
Oh, Eric.
There we go, guys. There's the priority. It smells pretty bad, huh?
I could not bottle that, man, for you. Oh, jeez.
Woo!
Yeah, because it lingers down here. Because I'm down. I'm beyond there, right? I'm only a block down the street.
Right.
So I'm beyond there when you come into McCovey Cove.
Mm-hmm.
Picture of you. Anybody knows the little bridge there
Mm-hmm.
behind the ballpark. I'm a block down. So, yeah, I'm getting the lingering effects of what's floating around down there. I wouldn't want to fall out of a kayak trying to catch a ball down there, Eric. You're like one of those swimmers over in the Olympics. Ugh.
You might find a
Didn't somebody drop out of the Olympics and go, I am not swimming in that. I'm not doing that for a 6th place finish.
maybe you'll find a baby Ruth floating out there somewhere. You never know, man. You never know what you might get over there in McCovey Cove when you're trying to go after a ball, man. You might want to be
I
careful.
had my net. I went to scoop up the home run ball. Got a ball of something else.
Oops. Yeah.
Oh,
But that's
boy.
the priority, unfortunately, man. I mean, that's pretty sad that's where the focus is. You know, if they had built it up as a baseball experience type of thing, I'd be like, oh, there you go. There you go. You guys are speaking our language, but unfortunately it's all commercial and
Put some money back in. Put some money in the ball club. I want to see a winning. I want excitement. And when I'm sitting up there in the seats, eating my $30 hot dog and my soda pop, my Coke.
Oh, Coke.
They should be a sponsor of this show. They get the money's worth. How about
They
that?
should.
When I'm up there watching Eric, I don't feel like watching Schmidt and Wisely. And I hate jumping on them. There's others in this line. I feel like, can my entertainment dollar not be spent somewhere else?
Ooh, that's what.
I'm like the guy at the, I got my pom-pom, like, yay. Yay. Now batting 8th. I'm like, yay. Nothing to get excited about.
Hey, let me go get some water. I'll be
I
right
will tell you, before we go any further, Eric, that's it. Can I jump in with an assessment right now?
Go for it. I'm going to get a drink of
Assessment?
water. I'll be right back. Let me get a drink of water.
Oh, okay.
I'm dying of thirst. Give me
How long are you going to be gone?
less than a minute.
Good, because I can ramp this up.
All right, here we go.
There we go. Actually, okay, Eric's gone. It's that point in the show. How about I break out some of today's pickups? Eric's going to miss out, but them's the breaks. All right. Picked up this beauty today. It's a gold refractor autographed by you know who by now. It's numbered out of only 25. It is a gold auto Wilmer Flores. I also picked up a beautiful silver refractor today, signed by Wilmer. There he is. That was pickup number 2. Pickup number 3. I won't even get into the whole story about this one. This was at a 10. I got scammed on this one twice. Finally got it into my hands. Have you ever heard of shill bidding on eBay, Eric?
Never heard of it.
That's what I'm selling you. Okay. I'm going to sell you a card on eBay. And you're the high bidder. And I'm like, oh, geez, there's less than a minute to go. I don't want it to sell that cheap. So I bid on my own item. I win it and then relist it.
Oh, that's a bunch of bullshit right
So
there.
the next card I'm going to show you, I actually won it. And within 3 minutes, I get an email notification. This transaction has been canceled because the buyer asked to have it nullified. I go, I didn't know. I wanted the card. So I won the card. Was ready to pay the guy. It's up for auction again. He won it the second time, and he won it the third time. I went in with 3 seconds left in the auction. The fourth time he had it listed, this particular one I'm holding, I won it, and I paid him within 6 seconds. Then my fear was it won't arrive. It did arrive. You got to be careful of that, guys. It's called shill bidding. Guys will bid on their own item to bid the price up.
That sounds like a bunch of dookie to me, man.
Oh, I wasn't happy, but I had to have this. It's a silver ice refractor of Wilmer, and it's out of. Can you see that? It's hard to see. It's out of 10. 4 to 10. You missed these. Quickly recap. I picked up a gold refractor signed by Wilmer today. I picked up this beauty silver refractor signed by Wilmer today. And I also picked up a card that's released for a special Easter card. Remember you're a kid, grandma or your aunt would send you an Easter card? Well, this was my idea of an Easter card. See Wilmer? It's Wilmer. Surprise, surprise. What's in the background of the card?
Bunch of Easter eggs.
Yep. That's a Wilmer Easter special. A couple more things I got. They're not baseball related, Eric, but we got lots of time left in the show. Picked up these today. I picked up 25 cents from Canada. Anybody who knows Canadian currency, almost identical. Size, shape, color, everything. Silver, quarter dollar, right?
Yep.
Look what I picked up.
What is that? What the heck is that? Dominion of Canada, 25 cents. Boy, it probably costs more to put on that paper than what it's worth.
I know. I haven't come up with a year. I got to do some research on this, but this was a 25-cent currency.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's
and
pretty
it's real
cool.
money. It's not. Then from when I was a kid, which wasn't yesterday, but when, you can live to 100, you still feel like, when I was a kid a few years ago, I picked up $1 and I picked up a $2. And one more. You've seen a couple of my real beauties in gem mint condition. I picked up an extra one of these, Eric. You ready?
Let's hear it. Confederate States of America, $10. Look at that.
I picked up a $10 bill from the Confederacy.
They knew how to print money back then.
Somewhere, somehow, somebody, a lot of people, they had their mitts on this baby back over 140 years ago.
Yep.
And I happened to snag that from a collector, and condition was beautiful. Did you know, this is funny, Eric, unlike our money today, do you know each and every piece of currency in the Confederacy was personally hand-signed?
Personally hand-signed, yep.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
Which led me to believe, and they were hand-cut. See how if you look at the top.
Yeah, it's not exactly.
It's off.
Yeah, it's not by.
See how much white there is there, and so they cut it with scissors, Eric. See, there's they left the border there, and no border there. So my question is, how are people not counterfeiting this stuff?
They probably were. They probably were.
Geez, I hope mine's real. So anyway, those were the pickups. There were a couple of extra things, not necessarily baseball related, but I wanted to show those. And if time allows, Eric, one more quickie for you this evening. I know Eric liked quickies, so I showed you a card last night. This was kind of a faux pas on my part, but I'll take it. I showed you this card last night.
Yes.
Right? That was number 90 of 99. See a little patch in it?
Yeah, the patch. Yep.
Look what I picked up today.
The same one, but 40.
Same card, different patch, different number. So I got 2 of those now. So 97 to go. There we go.
Unbelievable.
You're not a big collector or what?
No, not really.
You're not a big collector? Hey, baby! It took me a minute. Dip down. What do you got in there? What do you got there, Eric? Wilmer's on the show. Right on.
Oh my
He's got
God.
Wilmer in the studio with him. Is that Wilmer? he's frozen in time. There he is.
There you go.
Put that up for me.
There you go.
Hey, there. Oh, look
There
at
you
that.
go.
See, now that looks, Eric, I don't mind saying he looks better than you on the camera. Good looking guy.
Oh, man.
Eric, you are the man from Oz. You snap your fingers and Wilmer appears.
Look at that. How about that?
I love you, baby. Love you.
Gilbert wants to know.
Hey, how you make friends? I'm going to gather all my Wilmer comments and just give them to you if you ever get a chance to meet with me.
He goes,
My new best friend.
wait, that was
We all have our favorites, don't we? And we have some we don't like, Eric.
Did you ever pick up any of those special Upper Deck DiMaggio or Ruth cards that came with a signature from the actual checks written out by them?
Oh, not those. I don't really collect those. You know, I have some Babe Ruths. I don't. I have some Ruths, but I've shown you some of my Ruths, haven't you?
No, you only showed me that one that reprint in 76 or something.
Was it graded?
It was the one with the green background, remember?
Oh, can you hand me that card?
Yeah, you
Eric,
showed that one.
I'm like the wizard as well.
Oh,
Speak,
okay.
and you shall see. I thought I showed you this one, didn't I? Maybe you forgot. I've got one. It's numbered at 199. It's a silver refractor. They call it a hollow. Same thing. Hollow refractor. Gem mint condition. All right?
Mhm.
See that?
Yep. Look at that.
See my babe? There's the
That's
old
pretty
babe.
badass. That's
We
a
got bit of
cool
glare from the
looking
light
card.
here, but studio, we get the lights on. So
That's a pretty cool
anyway,
card.
yeah, that's a good one. That's over with my that's with my Mickey Mantle on there's a couple of Wilmers there. So it's like Sesame Street. One of these things is not like the other.
Hey, check it out. Senior says, my son Charlie and I met Wilmer when we were at the Brewers game in Milwaukee. Guy is super nice. Gave Charlie his batting gloves.
How
Look
much?
at that. 2 years ago.
Hey, how much? Hey, is Charlie available on the chat?
Hey, look at that. You told the wrong guy, Senior. He's now
Hey,
wanting the
reach
bid
out.
for those.
Reach out to me as soon as possible.
Oh, man.
He said it was 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago.
Oh, my
You know
God.
what? It's sad, eh?
Yeah, he was automatic with runners and scoring, but dude, he was awesome.
He
When there
never
was
got a
runners-
chance to play this year, Eric.
Well, I think he must have been hurting because his bat speed was way down, dude.
Yeah, I think
His
it was
bat
it's just a
speed
bad
was
year.
horrible.
You think he'll bounce back either with us or another team?
He might go back with another team, maybe.
Depends on that knee.
Depends
on
yeah.
that knee. That can
Because
that
if
can
you don't
be-
have that lower half, you're not going to be swinging a good bat,
No.
and that's what happened with him this year, unfortunately.
I don't know why. Have you seen any problem with Yastrzemski's swing?
He always has
Robert
a-
DeVille texted me at the game yesterday. He said, "Do you remember he made the big catch out in the outfield?"
Oh yeah,
last night?
yeah.
He said,
Yeah.
Robert, for some reason, he just said, he texted me and I got the text late. Sorry, I would have responded, but he said, he goes, doesn't look good.
Mm.
Doesn't look well. Actually, Robert sent me a few interesting messages. So, Robert, we've read your messages. Thank you so much for those. You saw them too, Eric.
Yeah.
Thank you
How
for
about that catch in
participating in
center
the show.
field by the Atlanta Braves outfielder? Who was it? That kid? What the hell was his name?
Oh,
In
at the
center
end of the
field?
game.
No, it wasn't the end of the game. It's
The one
that,
where he went right back to the warning track.
Yeah.
Right.
That he hit the wall. Oh man, he did a weird because the ball, the way it was coming in, you could see it coming in at an angle, and he just he jumped at the right time. That was incredible.
Yeah, that was
incredible.
that was the ball hit out to center.
Williams. Thank you, Carter. It was Williams. Was it? Yeah, Williams, right? No, it wasn't.
No,
a
it
different
was
kid.
White.
White. That's who it was. It was White. Other
White.
W.
You're going to contribute to the show. You got to get the names right. It was Eli White who made that catch. Number 36, because all we could see was his back. He reached up there and took one away.
And his head. I don't know what it is about Yaz. Every time he takes a swing, his head just looks like it just does that weird. It's odd. I don't know what it is.
Eric, what's with the waggle?
It
Looks like he's going golfing, not batting. Get the waggle out in front. Anyway, do you think people are a little too critical or what?
No, I wouldn't say that's too crazy.
I wouldn't say he was horrendous. Would you say he was horrendous? I don't think he was horrendous.
It was bad. I wouldn't say horrendous, but it was pretty bad. 5 innings. You're not getting anything, and you're pitching, over 90 pitches. Gave up 2 home runs. It's bad. I wouldn't say horrendous, but it was bad.
Hey, Carter, about half an hour after the show tonight, I usually have a couple of things I got to do. My wife's got some supper because I was at the ball game. Could I give you a call, or is it too late? If I give you a call about 11:40, is that too late? Carter, let me know. Got to talk to Carter. He sent me his information.
Good deal.
Either text him or give him a call. I don't want to, hey, I don't know if he's a kid in his mom's basement, and I'm going to be waking up the whole house, Eric. And I ain't gonna be blamed
You don't
for
want
that.
to be doing
You know what it's like to get calls at 2 a.m. and 3 a.m., right? Although those are down at my house lately. Bernice says, how come we're not getting any calls at 3 a.m. anymore? Like, mystery to me. What about your house?
Nope, I'm all good.
Things are pretty quiet at that hour?
It's all good.
Good.
He said, I'll wait by the phone.
Okay, maybe I'll make it 12:50.
He's gonna
I'll keep him waiting. All right, Eric, coming up tomorrow, what do we got? We got the Giants in game number 3 of the series. Obviously,
3.
I'm in big trouble because I said we were taking 3 of 4. Geez, that got flushed right down the toilet. So tomorrow, and I think, did Carter not say he's going to be there tomorrow night?
What is it? What's up?
Yeah, I'm sitting right down by the dugout tomorrow. So if he's in my area, I'm going to be sitting down by the Giants dugout tomorrow. We've got San Francisco at the 500 mark, 61-61. Robbie Ray, we all know how he's come back nicely at. As a matter of fact, he's 2-1. Grant Holmes, no record at a 3.79 ERA. We see him at times, Eric. We go from pitching against guys we know all too well to pitching against guys I've never heard of.
So what does that mean?
Oh, that means we get 2 hits tomorrow, Eric. That's what that.
You know how that means. You know how it is with the Giants and facing a pitcher they've never seen before, man.
Isn't that what that means? Good grief.
Is he a righty or lefty?
He is a right-handed pitcher, so you know what our lineup's going to look like.
Same lineup as today.
Yep.
Same lineup. No.
Question is, same result?
Don't know, man. Is Bailey going to be in? I think Bailey will be in there tomorrow, and then Casali will be on.
Fossey says, I listened to the radio last night, never heard you. No, that's because I was on a different radio station.
Different radio station. Yeah.
I work for like 5 radio stations in different places, so I was on in New Brunswick, Canada last night playing Elvis and the Beatles. And I think, Eric, you haven't turned into that one, have you, Eric?
No, I don't think I've tuned into that one.
No. So I do an overnight show there. Man, I work, aging me. Look at me. Ugh. I work around the clock, man. I sleep a couple hours in the morning, a couple hours afternoon. I have my afternoon nap. And then I hit the ball field, get my hot dog into me, and I'm like, rah, rah, rah. And then I got to come home to Eric.
And then we got Chardall. He loves Elvis and the Beatles.
Isn't he as old as Elvis and the Beatles?
This is Chardall. This is what he does.
Oh.
He's doing the typical Chardall.
Well, he's not so stupid after all, is he? Glenn looks great for his age.
Look at that.
You good fella. Thanks, Chardall. See, Chardall just picked up some bonus points in my books right there. Although he's in a real messaging mood tonight, Eric. I can't keep up with him.
Yeah. Are these XM stations? No, are they on XM?
God, no. XM. Ugh. No
Nope.
playlists there. Same music over and over and over and over and over.
Well, there you go. I'll tune in tonight, he says.
What does Ibrahim say? Glenn,
I'm on to you.
On to you.
Collecting Wilmore cards like Infinity Stones to eventually gain so much power that you'll never have to sleep again.
You know, if anybody needs beauty sleep.
Oh, man.
Right? Oh, I need my beauty sleep. Don't you worry about that.
Mo, you are correct. Thursday
I was just going to say that. Thursday. Look at that one.
That's going to be something. That will be something. It won't be like it was with Snell and Estelle, I don't think, but it would still be a good pitching matchup.
Let me check the time on tomorrow night's game, Eric. 6:45, same time. We'll be on the air again around the same time tomorrow night. You'll probably miss me by You said you were on about 20 minutes tonight?
Yeah, about 21 minutes before you showed up. Yeah.
Yeah, I get into the swing of things. Just it's rough for me. I come into the show. I don't know what you've talked about off the top, but I can usually guess. Tonight I nailed it all. I think we were on the same page.
I try not to get too deep into it, and I wait for you to show up.
Yeah, are the guys swinging it right out of the batter's box at the start on the chat here?
Oh yeah, man, they were ready to go as soon as I started.
Been fired up tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean when it's. Yeah, matter of fact, Senior just sent me this. We talked about it earlier, just so you guys know, the MLB pipeline. They got Bryce Eldridge, big lefty bat that's currently in Eugene right now.
Where is he at?
Eugene High A. He is currently
the Emeralds.
Yes, the Emeralds.
Yeah, like their units.
He is now ranked number 54 in the top 100. And he's moved all the way up to the San Francisco Giants' #1 prospect. So
do we screw him over too, or what? Oh, it isn't Tibbs playing down in AAA or draft pick?
Single A.
Single?
Yeah, he's in San Jose.
He got it. Oh, what am I seeing? Okay, I'll.
Tibbs is in Single A, and he's ranked number 99 in the top 100. Interesting.
Really?
Yep. Where's anyone know where Wisenhunt is? Senior is Wisenhunt in the top 100? He's got to be in the top 100. Got to be in the top 100, I would think. Tibbs is in San Jose, exactly. Yeah.
So I want to know, Eric, how many? We got that. I got that Webb jersey, the creamsicle jersey.
We're close.
I got that hanging up here on the wall, and I don't know how much. My wife
close.
is like, get it off the wall, right, Bernice?
3 subscribers away. 3.
Bernice says there's enough cards and crap laying around. She goes, I do not want jerseys hanging on the wall. Right, B?
Yes.
Yes.
There we go. 3 more. About just well, shoot. We'll probably have the subscribers before the website's even ready.
Oh, that's all right. We'll gear up. And then first of the week, we'll launch our big contest. Sounds contest good. Right here on Giant Sports Talk Live. You excited about that, Eric?
That's going to be awesome.
I am tingling with anticipation.
Let's see who wins the jersey.
No, my wife won't let me hang hats on the wall. I'm not allowed to do that. I have to put them away. No, I have
What's up, Will?
I have to keep the. What about your place? It looks like you got a nice, clean studio there, Eric. I'm not allowed to have a messy studio.
Yeah, how about that, huh?
Yeah, the maid service is closed for the season.
Let's see, where is this
permanently?
Oh, MLB pipeline. Let me look at that on Twitter. Hold on 1 second. I will find it.
Hey, Abraham, you are absolutely, positively correct. Bernice deserves a shout out. Putting up with me, and I'm on the show 2 hours every night doing Giant Sports Talk Live. She's a pretty patient gal. Oh, you know what she did, Eric?
What's up?
She just put her cups her hand and oh, geez.
Here we go.
I think that was a yes, Abraham. Yeah, she puts up with a lot. So
here we go. Let's take a look at this kid. Bryce Eldridge pummels his 4th high A homer into the Oregon night sky.
Here we go.
And Eldridge gets a hold of this one. Deep to right field. And you can tell it goodbye.
Oh, my God. It focused on the damn safety net.
See ya. See ya.
Cut out with one swing of the bat with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. It is 7-1. The Hops out in front, but the Emeralds will avoid being shut out for the 6th time this year.
Look at
that wasn't again. A big stadium, Eric. I didn't see many in the bleachers out there.
Eldridge gets a hold of it.
Yeah, it's high A, so it's not gonna.
Yeah.
Eldridge gets a hold of this one.
He didn't miss that.
Whatever became a Hunter Bishop, Eric?
Oh, but here. Hold on. Let's take a look. We could take a look real quick.
How come we never hear about never hear much
what's going on? Let's see what's going on in Sacramento. It's been a while since we've seen what's going on in Sacramento.
Yeah.
But Jimmy that kid's going to be something, I think. We'll see.
Jimmy says it's the University of Oregon Stadium where the
Oh, is that where they play? Is that where the Emeralds play? Interesting. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah. my knowledge of baseball doesn't equate back to. I have a hard enough time with the majors and AAA these days, Eric. Single A is out of my
here we go.
my wheelhouse. Carter says, I'm clocking out. So you stick around. I'll give you a buzz in about 15 minutes or so.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look at the box score from today. Here we go. Estrada today had 3 at-bats, had 1 hit, 1 RBI, 1 strikeout. Meckler had 3 hits. Look at that. 6 RBIs. Look at that. Meckler. Remember Meckler?
Oh,
Outfielder?
yes. Running around center field.
Look at that. Matos, 0-4, batting 248.
Is it just me or Meckler always looked like a bag of bones in that uniform?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he put on a little bit of muscle, but he was
bones.
battling injury all year. So it's good to see him doing something in AAA. I don't know how long he's been in AAA, but yeah, that's good to see 3 hits. Brooks, remember good old Trenton Brooks, first baseman? He had 2 hits today.
Is he still lurking around?
Yep. VR had a hit. McCray.
How come you can find that bum, Brooks, and you can't find our catcher?
Whatever. Bishop had 1 hit, and he's only batting.
And look at Sable. I wish we had Sable up here right about now.
Yeah, he's only batting 228 in AAA. It's not really,
what the hell?
not doing much.
What
not
the
doing
hell?
much. And then, of course, look at that. Tristan Beck threw 3 innings, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts. Wouldn't be surprised if we see him in September.
That game, Eric.
Would not be surprised if we see him in September.
What was the score of that game?
Sac 11, Salt Lake 7.
And who pitched? Who closed that game?
Whoever Myrick is.
Oh, Myrick. Yeah, we go way back.
But it's good to see Beck coming back. He's doing his rehab stint, so I'm guessing we will probably see him sometime in September. I'm guessing maybe late August. We'll see. All right, what do we
Well, that's
got?
about it for me.
Yeah.
Kind of like Carter. Time for me to clock out, Eric, because you and I will be up early tomorrow morning. Now that we're on at 7 a.m., get the start on you early birds. We will be up, record the show. I head back for a couple of Z's. You can catch our show on the air tomorrow morning at 7. Eric, what do we have on the show? We'll be talking Giants. We'll talk about Game 3.
Yep.
It's all baseball all the time. The Bay Area's only online source of Giants sports talk. That's it.
That's it.
What's online now. Your only source for only Giant sports talk. And it's every day of the year. Every day of the year.
Hey,
whether Eric likes it or not. He bit off more than he could chew. He says, geez, whose idea was that?
Speaking of which, before we forget, don't forget September 1st, guys.
Great
All right, there we
graphic.
go.
Nicely done, young man. Nicely done. I'm looking forward to September 1st. There's a few guys have already RSVP'd. They'll be joining us, and Eric's buying the pops.
Oh, my gosh.
Support our sponsors. We got a new one coming within a day or two, Eric. I'm excited about that. There's a few we've had lined up, and they keep saying, yeah, we got to get you a logo. We got to get you a logo. I can't get a logo out of them. So anyway, As soon as we get the logos coming in, one of them talked to me today. They said, yeah. They said, why don't you come over and see us? We'll get you a logo, and we'll get you your check. I went, I'll be there tomorrow.
There you go. Fair enough.
So they are proud supporters of Eric and I. The new show and my new venture coming real soon, Eric. I'm really excited about it, but can't let the cat out of the bag.
Let the cat out of the bag with
Let's
that
just
one.
say, if you love 24-hour Bay Area sports coverage, I got you covered.
You're nuts, man. You
I
are
know.
nuts.
Well, I don't have to do all the work. I got a stable of talent I have hired and put in place, and we're coming on strong, baby.
Well, you ain't messing around.
Nope.
You are not messing. What's up, Mike Victor, man?
You know what's going on, baby. You know what's going on. What happens when I get an idea, Eric, in my little noggin?
You don't mess around.
Don't mess around. We got it big. We got it big. So I'm looking forward to that coming soon. We got a little show called Giant Sports Talk Live Morning Edition. We're on the air at 7. Any change before we sign off, Eric? How many subscribers?
Sitting at 247, 3 away from.
Oh! And coming up at 250, we give away the web jersey in a little contest. So if you haven't liked and subscribed our channel, do so on the way if you want. On the way out the door, just slap the button and like the show. Tell us how much you love us. You love Eric. Tell him he needs a haircut. Well, I shouldn't talk, should I? Bernice said today, she goes, "You're going into the chair under the knife of the clippers." So I like long hair at my age, Eric. You want to see the bald spot up here? I need something to kind of offset that. So I'll see you bright and early tomorrow, guys. 7 o'clock. Eric, we're going to talk Giants baseball again tomorrow morning. Get you geared up for Robbie Ray and the Giants tomorrow night at 6:45 up against Grant Holmes. Who? So maybe he'll throw a 2-3 hitter. Who knows?
Who knows? You never know, man. Again, it's a pitcher that the Giants never seen before. Usually the Giants don't have very good success against pitchers they never seen before. We'll see what happens.
All right. See you tomorrow morning, Eric.
See you tomorrow morning. See the rest of you guys tomorrow night. See ya. Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.